So this one, it's a little bit more complicated than the last two that we did. Notice that we have variables on the top and on the bottom. So this one is definitely one you want to do proportions. Make sure that it fits the definition. Notice this left-hand side. Everything is in one fraction, okay? So you don't want like +8 after this fraction. This is one entire fraction on the left. This is clearly one entire fraction on the right-hand side. There's nothing outside the fraction bar, nothing outside this fraction bar. And between the two fractions, you have an equal sign. Good. You have a proportion. So now, step 2, draw your butterfly wings. This and this, this and this. Next, rewrite the problems using parentheses to separate each corner. So we have y plus 1. Notice I put that in one set of parentheses because that's one corner. The other guy is going to be a 3. I like to have the 3 in front, but that's just me. And put that in parentheses because it's easier to distribute this way for me. Now that I've done this wing, put the equal sign to do the other wing. So we have a 2, and then the other corner, 2y. Once you have this, this is solving the equations. So again, there's your equal sign. Step 1 is always simplify. Get rid of the parentheses. Notice I'm only focusing on the left-hand side. So we're going to distribute 3 times y, and then 3 times 1. Now that we have no parentheses, notice you have a coefficient, variable, constant, nothing like. Now that I'm done on this side, now I can focus on this side. Focus on the right, gotta get rid of those parentheses by distributing. We'll get 4y. Do I have any like terms? Coefficient, variable? No. Now that I'm done this, the next step, label. Remember, if you have y's on the left and y's on the right, look for the side that has the higher coefficient. 3 versus 4. So I'll label this side variable, which means this side be constant. So I'm going to move the 3y over here. Opposite of a positive would be a negative 3y. These cancel out because they're additive inverses. So I'm left with a positive 3 here. And then you should know that a positive and a negative, remember we're collecting, they're like terms. Coefficient variable, collect, so I circle. This is team positive. This is team negative. Different signs, you should know subtract. Who wins the tug of war? 4 players versus 3. Team 4 wins. So we're going to get a positive 1y. And you should know by now 1 times y is just y. So even though this looked very complicated with 2 fractions, I didn't have to worry about any fractions. That's the good thing about proportions. So make sure you understand our rules. Make sure that it's written as a proportion. Make sure that the left side is of 1 fraction and everything is in that 1 fraction equals. Other side must be 1 fraction, everything in that fraction. Do your butterfly. Rewrite using parentheses to separate each corner, and then just do your solving steps.